LR, the Liberal Redneck here, coming to you from a country where the Republican Party has a history of picking really bad vice presidential candidates. Spiro Agnew and Dan Quayle come to mind. John McCain may have well lost to Alabama because of his choice of the woman who can see Russia from her front porch. But next to former President Fallon's choice of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, Sarah Palin almost looks legitimate. Former President Fallon thought he had the election won with his dramatic escape from the assassin who supposedly wounded his ear. And then Biden stepped aside and opened the door for Kamala, and everything came crashing down on him. Even his net worth has dropped $800 million since Harris entered the race. Now his vice president choice is adding to the rubble almost daily, with jewels like the rumor of having sex with a sofa, or loving his wife even though she is not white. Odd that a man who speaks poorly of working mothers and advocates for women to stay at home with their kids is married to a lawyer who works in a prestigious San Francisco law firm. That flushing sound you hear is the Christian Nationalist Project 2025 getting sent down the tube. The best Republicans can come up with is childless cat ladies are sick. White Dudes for Kamala just raised $4 million for Kamala. And Taylor Swift and Beyonce might be hosting a monumental fundraising concert for her. That would be huge. Former President Fallon would kill for such an audience. He had a horrible interview when he accepted questions from the members of the National Association of Black Journalists, and that made conservative pundit Scott Jennings declare that, quote, he actually crapped the bed today, end quote. Things could possibly get even weirder before all is said and done. The orange felon has such an enormous and fragile ego that the distinct possibility of losing to a black woman may actually drive him from the race, and that would throw the GOP into a frenzy. I'm not sure how they would deal with that happening. They definitely won't want Vance as their candidate, but I don't know if there's even a process for electing a new one after they've already had their convention. It would be a doozy of a popcorn moment for sure. I'm going to close with a great story from my Facebook friend Beck Kemp. Quote, I just had the neatest thing happen. My hubby and I were just finishing up our dinner at a little mom-and-pop pizza place here in our red town. I noticed two ladies come in. One had a t-shirt, but all I could read was Kamala. As we left, I walked by their table and said, I see you understand the assignment. She grinned from ear to ear and said, I sure do. Y'all, this gives me such hope. I never see any sign of blue in our town. We may just do this. By the way, for clarification, she was a midlife white lady. That fact alone makes me think we can do this in Georgia. Thanks for listening, and remember, always vote blue.